This is Dr. J. Kalamani, Professor from CSE Department. Today I am going to discuss with the General Packet Radio Service, that means GPRS. With that, these are all the topics going to be covered in these sessions. Introduction to GPRS, GPRS architecture, GPRS interfaces, GPRS mobile types, how to make money with GPRS, uses, benefits of GPRS, advantages, drawbacks. So with this, first I am going to give the introduction to the GPRS. What is GPRS? General Packet Radio Service is a packet-oriented mobile data service on the 2G and 3G cellular communication systems, global systems for mobile communications, that means GSM. The GPRS standardization was initiated by ETSI SMG in 1994. The GPRS reuses the existing GSM infrastructure to provide end-to-end packet switched services. It is now maintained by third generation partnership projects 3GPP. It is a best effort service implying variable throughput and latency that depend on the number of other users sharing the service concurrently, as opposed to CKST switching, where a certain quality of service is guaranteed during the connections. In 2G systems, GPRS provides data rate of 56 to 140 kbps. So what are the services are offered in the GPRS? Extends the GSM packet circuit, switched data capabilities, and makes the services possible. So the SMS messaging, always the internet access, multimedia messaging services, MMS, and push to talk over cellular POC, and instant messaging, presence wireless village, WAP, point to point, point to multi-point. So these are all the services are offered by the GPRS. Here the GPRS characteristics uses packet switched resource allocations. The resources allocated only when data is to be sent or received. In the flexible channel, allocations are 1 to 8 times slots, available resources shared by active users, up and down link channels reserved separately, and finally the GPRS and circuit switched services can use same time slots alternatively. The GPRS characteristics, the traffic characteristics suitable for our GPRS are intermittent and bursty data transmissions, frequent transmissions of small volumes of data, infrequent transmissions of larger volumes of data. So what are the applications we are using in the GPRS? Standard data network protocol based, IP based applications, WW, FTP, Telnet, and any conventional, that means the TCP IP based applications, and X version 25 based applications, packet assembly, disassembly, that is called the pad type approach. GPRS specific protocols based or point to point applications, toll road systems, UIZ train control systems, and point to multi-point applications are weather information, road traffic information, news, fleet management. Finally, SMS delivery or GPRS as a barrier for the SMS. So with us, standard data network protocol based IP X25 based applications. So with that, we are using WWW and FTP Telnet and packet assembly and disassembly pad type approaches. So the GPRS architecture will connect with the signaling interfaces, signaling and data transfer interfaces. So with this, we have been connected with this HLR. What do you mean by HLR? Home location register, and connected with the MRC or VLR. MRC means mobile switching center. This both are connected with the BSS, that is base station service, and what it is called GGSN, service GPRS support node. So this will be connected through the visitors locations registers. So this is the architecture for the GPRS, And GPRS network nodes is connected with mobile stations, base station systems BSS, and serving GPRS support node. So what do you mean by mobile stations? A GPRS MS consists of mobile terminal, that is MT, and terminal equipment communicate with the BSS over the air, and a T. What do you mean by T? Terminal equipment can be computer attached to the MT, that is mobile terminal. The base station systems should manage the GPRS related radio resources such as allocations of packet data, traffic, channels in cells. Servicing GPRS support node SGSN, the role of SGSN is equivalent to that MSC VLR in the current GSM network. So to provide the services to the GPRS MS and SGSN establishes an MM context containing mobility and security information for the MS, that is mobile stations. So in the GPRS network nodes, GPRS support nodes are GGSM, home locations register, mobile switching, client visiting locations registers. So in this GPRS support nodes are typically located at one of the MSC sites, interface to the external data networks, one per the, that means a few operators. The home location register is accommodate GPRS subscriptions and routing informations. Thus will be new fields in the MS records are introduced in HLR, which are accessed by SGSN and GGSN using the IMSA as the index key. In the mobile switching centers, we are using MSC and VLR. A new field SGSN mobile is added to indicate the SGSN currently serving the MS mobile station. So with it we request the location information or the paging for the voice calls. Here what do you mean by GGSN? Gateway GPRS support node. So typically located at one of the MSC sites, interface to the external data network, that is one per operator. In the home locations, HLR. So this is called the GPRS, and GPRS interfaces are UM interface. UM is the radio interface between MS and BTS, and GP interfaces connect the BSS and the SGSN, which allows many users to be multiplexed over the same physical resources. And GNGP interfaces are both GNGP interface utilizing the GPRS tunneling protocol, that is GTP. GTP tunnels uses data and signaling messages between GSNs. So these two interfaces, GS and GA, that will be connected with the database and with the public switched data networks and packet data networks through the GA interface. The GPRS mobile types are Class A, Class B, Class C. Under the GPRS mobile types, we are maintaining three classes. Under the Class A, we are having simultaneous GPRS and conventional GSM operations, supports simultaneous circuits, switched and GPRS data transfers. Under the Class B, can be attached to both GPRS and conventional GSM services simultaneously, and can listen circuit switched and GPRS pages via GPRS, and supports either circuit switched calls or GPRS data transfer, but not simultaneous communications. Under the Class C mobile types are GPRS mobile types are alternatively attached in GPRS or conventional GSMs. No simultaneous operations. GPRS only mobiles also possible. Example for telemetric applications. So here how to make money with the GPRS. New users means we can give the more subscribers. New services, new way to, under the new services we can create a new ways to get money from users, new instance to pay instance of the users, that is advertisements, etc. In the new applications are new ways to get money from users, more data traffic. More data traffic means that means a small payment per packet but a huge number of packets. So these comes under the more data traffic. Users benefits of Gprs. Gprs selling arguments. Higher capacity internet accesses are up to 171 2 kbps in the theory, 40 kbps in practices. So what is the lower cost will be the flat rate or volume based billing. And what is the advantage of Gprs? Gprs brought mobile phone users out from the world of web and into a world where internet was finally available on mobiles. Gprs enabled mobile phones also double up as portable internet connections for laptops. The advantages of Gprs is today's technological environment is that it is a great backup options. The portability factor has diminished somewhat with the advent of much faster data cards which plug directly into the laptop. So what is the drawbacks from the Gprs? Since Gprs uses the cellular network GSM band to transmit data more often than not, when a connection is active, calls and other network related functions cannot be used. The data sessions will go on standby. This is a characteristic typical of Class B Gprs device. There are Class A devices as well as where there are two radios incorporated into the devices, allowing both features to run simultaneously. However, the Class A device tend to be more expensive and by extensions with less popular. Most mobile phones falls in the Class B category only. So the GPR is usually billed per megabytes or kilobytes depending on the individual service provider. However, this has changed in many places where GPRS downloads are no longer charged as per usage. So there is a merely in flat fee of to be paid every month. This is the drawback for our GPRS. Thank you so much.